Hi there, it's Lisa here on our Mass during the day of Christmas, Nativity of the Lord. And if you're looking for Vigil or Midnight, those are in another place. This is for Mass during the day, second reading from the letter to the Hebrews, the very beginning of the letter to the Hebrews. And we have, as usual, Paul's long sentences, but we also have in there, if you will follow with me, you will see that he has organized it into three different descriptions of Jesus. Okay, so it's really about Jesus, and remember it's to the Hebrews, and so he is talking to the Hebrews who would have expected a different kind of Messiah, right? That this one was the Messiah and far superior to the angels, which would be a big surprise to them. A human? Okay, so as we read this, so a reading from the letter of the a reading from the beginning of the letter to the Hebrews, and we wait 1, 2, 3 seconds because that's what the Roman Missal says to do, and then we start out, brothers and sisters. So look at a male when you say brothers, and look at a female when you say sisters. Okay, we're included on purpose here. In times past, so we're setting the stage so they understand, God spoke in partial and various ways to our ancestors through the prophets. Well, that's what they just heard about Isaiah, right? In these last days, he has spoken to us through the Son, okay, so here's the first one, whom he made heir of all things, and through whom he created the universe, who is the refulgence of his glory. Refulgence. How many times do you use that in your vocabulary? Never. I never, none, zero, zip, use that in my vocabulary. I'm so disappointed that that has been the word here. Can we not just say radiance, brilliance, okay? Who is the radiance or the brilliance of God's glory. Nope, we have this word called refulgence, which nobody knows. So somehow make it, as you say it, refulgence. You're going to have to tell them what that word means by your voice and your expression. This is like the best thing ever, right? Who is the refulgence of his glory, that's God's glory, the very imprint of his being. And then the third part of that, and who sustains all things by his mighty word. There you go. So the word, Jesus, the word, come to earth, right? So there's the first period. All of that was the sentence. So as you read this whole, in this last days, there's a management of your voice to make these three parallel things sound like they're three parallel things, right? And I think the way to do that is to continue, whom he made heir of all things, and through whom he created the universe. That we're smiling at this. And then we go to the second one, who is the refulgence of his glory, the very imprint of his being. Then we pause and we go to the third one, and who sustains all things by his mighty word. So you know that those three things are coming, and you separate them, and that will make more sense to your listeners, okay? All right, so let's keep going. When he had accomplished purification from sins, we're talking about Jesus. What did he do? That's his death and resurrection, right? He took his seat at the right hand of the majesty on high. There you go. See God up there. Majesty on high, as far superior to the angels. Okay, that's a new thing these people have not heard before. And the name he has inherited is more excellent than theirs. So his Jewish listeners, Hebrew listeners, are going to be struggling a little bit with that. He's human. He was human, okay? Paul keeps going. For to which of the angels did God ever say? So there's a little bit of like testy in your voice, right? To quizzing, not testy, but testing, quizzing. For to which of the angels did God ever say, you are my son? This day I have begotten you. Did you see how slowly? Did you hear how slowly I did that? I'm going to pause. No, none of the angels heard that, but he's not stopping there. Or again, I will be a father to him. Oh, there's a change in voice in that one. We've been pretty intense earlier, and now this is very loving coming in. I will be a father to him, and he shall be a son to me. Do you see how much eye contact I'm making as I say that? I'm sectioning this out so that I can take that phrase and speak it while I look, okay? And then I come back again. And again, Paul is not letting them off the hook. And again, when he leads the firstborn into the world, he says, let all the angels of God worship him. There we go. Nice and strong. And then we pause 1, 2, 3 seconds here, pausing, because that's what the Roman Missal says to do. And also it closes down that reading. That's all we've got. The word of the Lord. There you go. So that helps people know that's the end. But we're ending on a very high note. Let all the stretch that word, all the angels of God worship him, smiling and happy. Yep, it's Christmas. We're talking about our Savior. Okay. All right. So practice reading aloud 5 times. I tell people 5 times aloud as if you're delivering it, and so that you can practice your pacing and your eye contact and that word refulgence that you say, and all the brilliance you can manage, right? All right. God bless you.